there. So after we looked at the lesson plan and we looked at the material, at the feedback, evaluation, and basically everything, um, we thought that it would be a good idea to share with you some recommendations. So I would like to start by saying that you might want to talk about TV shows before the lesson, just like to have an idea which pictures and titles to include in the pre-task. Okay. Um, it is also important that during for peer assessment that you explain the protocol, and this is not only for peer assessment really. Like the lesson plan gives general guidelines, but you as a teacher should be aware that it is very important that you give very clear instructions in every step. You need to tell them what's expected in the main task, the steps, what they're going to do. For example, now you're gonna get together in groups. Everything you used in the pre-task, you're going to use it right now to improvise a conversation in which you talk about your favorite TV show and so on. Then I'm gonna give you feedback, and then you're going to take checklists, and then those checklists you're going to help your partner improve their part of the conversation. So make sure not only to provide those instructions at the beginning of the lesson, but also before the main task, if possible, before every step, depending on the student's level, so that they actually know what they're going to do. Technology can always fail us, so here we urge you to check the speakers before you come into class. If you're using a smart board, check the smart board, check the Wi-Fi. If you're using speakers with the laptop, make sure that they're working. So be prepared so that you don't get any unpleasant surprises. You might also want to include a short warm-up activity. This can be relevant to your lesson or not. You can use a Kahoot maybe to review things that you have taken or vocabulary that might help that you have used in a previous lesson, or maybe an activity of stand up and sit down, only to get those students hooked and listening to you, looking at you, all ears. Okay. Um, Virtual teaching. We are in times of the pandemic. Virtual teaching has taken over the world. So we want to see whether this lesson plan can be adapted to a virtual setting or not. Does it? Well, definitely yes. Yes, it does. So as we said, you might want to start your lesson with a Kahoot or use a word cloud in Mentimeter, sorry, for the pre-task. And then when you want to elicit answers from your students, you can share your screen, or maybe use Zoom's whiteboard if that's the application that you're using, or maybe Google Class, whatever allows you to share there with your students. Make use of the breakout rooms. Okay, when you want your students to come together and work in pairs, put them in breakout rooms to give feedback. Visit those breakout rooms, and I'm sure every one of you is working with a different platform through which students can share their feedback. Something as simple and easy and feasible as WhatsApp can be used for them to share ideas and review or go over their checklist for peer feedback. As for task, make it fun as well if you can. Make it enjoyable. There are many websites out there that have enjoyable features. Here I pointed out Nearpod, which has a feature of a race at the end in which you can review the entire lesson and students get to race or have a race on, and whoever completes it first is the winner. There's many other features other than the race and Nearpod. There are many applications um, out there that you can explore, so do not restrict yourself to those, but those are some recommendations that we hope that might help. Enjoy, and this lesson can be tailored to your classes. You might think, oh, this does not apply to my class, but well, maybe if you tailor it, you adjust it, it can actually apply to your class. I hope you enjoyed it, and best of luck.